I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA.
Royalty.
I've got royalties and royalties inside my DNA.
And others.
Lucas, I'm so pissed.
Fantasy.
The Cowboys. What the fuck?
Oh, I called it. I knew that was going to happen.
Why can't the Cowboys ever beat the Packers in the playoffs? It's always the Packers. Every fucking year.
Dumbass McCarthy.
You
I have
can't
an
give
idea.
up 48 points to the 7th seed.
Jordan Love. I have an idea how to start it. Ready?
Yeah.
We pretend it's a contest for Euros. It's Eurovision.
That's good.
Yeah, and we judge in like the final Euro, and we're like, I don't know about this tzatziki or whatever.
Or one of us goes to the wrong Eurovision, so I'm singing a song, but you're over there shaving a kebab or something.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, let's do it.
I went to the
I'll be
wrong
like calling you.
Eurovision.
Where the hell are you, Brandon? You call me. I'll be like, I'm shaving tzatziki. Where are you?
You don't shave tzatziki. How the fuck do you shave a
tzatziki.
How the fuck do you shave a sauce like that? That's
Okay,
pretty
you
good
gotta
though.
Relax.
I like Eurovision. That's good.
Right.
Oh, you know how I messaged you that thing about on Barstool with Pat Bev of everybody's top 5 rappers?
Yeah.
I texted it to Seth. Do you want to know what his 5 are?
What's this weak shit? Yeah.
He says he did a personal and then objective. Personal, it's Aesop Rock, Kendrick, Open Mic, MF Doom, and Andre 3000.
His person.
But then his objective is Kendrick, Eminem, MF Doom, Andre 3000, and Aesop Rock. I told him seeing an objective list without Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, or Wayne, at least even just one of them, looks crazy.
It's crazy. Aesop Rock is the outlier. Sorry, Seth. He just reads a dictionary. All right, let's do some Eurovision. Jinjo, you have to relax if you're going to be in here.
He never does.
He's not relaxing. Okay, I'm ready.
You are ready. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, play. God, where the fuck is he? We're on next. I'm gonna, I'm gonna give him a call here real quick and just see what he says. Okay, let's see. Lucas. Bling.
Brandon, where the hell are you?
Where the hell are you? We're next on stage. This is
I'm on
Eurovision.
stage right now. I'm at Eurovision. I've got the tzatziki. They're yelling at me to get off my phone. Brandon, where are you?
What do you mean Austria's performing? Wait, tzatziki? That's a Greek
Brandon,
thing.
I'm neck deep in my tzatziki. I've putting on a 5-second penalty for me being on this phone call. Where are you?
The Eurovision Song Contest.
Eurovision. Oh, what?
Eurovision. You know, the world-renowned song contest. Where are you? You said you're here.
I'm in Crete. I'm at the Eurovision Euro contest.
You mean like the food?
I mean like the food. I'm in the finals.
Are you using a recipe? You're in the final. What the fuck?
I'm in the finals, but now I've got like a 7-minute long penalty deducted against me, which I don't know why they're using minutes to deduct against me.
Wait, where'd you say you're at?
Crete.
Oh shit! This isn't Crete too. Oh, you're just on that stage? Well, I'll come and visit.
What up?
We'll do that because this is just a qualifier.
Oh, that's right. It's Eurovision.
It's the Eurovision.
It's the double Eurovision.
Hopefully, I've got the onions. I got the feta. We'll do your thing first. That's more important.
Why don't you just bring the microphone over and sing while we cook? I'm sure that'll add to some of the theatricality.
You dish it up. I'll sing.
We do this. We have to represent East Germany as best we can.
Can you blow my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby. Here we
Pass
go.
the Euro.
Man, you gotta shave that shit.
The tzatziki.
You gotta shave tzatziki sauce off. That is a
I
good point.
do.
Why were they deducting minutes for it?
Yeah, I
It's like
don't know.
a cookie, like you have an
You have to
amount of
finish it.
time.
You have to finish it. Yeah. I do love a good gyro. One of my all-time favorite foods, I would say. The winner of our lunch
Yeah.
bracket that one.
Throwback to
Well, the
a
first year
day
we knew each other.
when we were both set to move into our new apartment together. We
That's
weren't
right.
living together beforehand. And we're like, God, we've been moving all day. We're hungry. What should we eat? So instead of just, picking up fast food, we created a 4-hour thing to create a bracket of
That's right.
foods and then narrow it down. And
As
that's
we
what we
do.
would have as our winner.
Probably, it just shows our long-standing love of brackets, not just for selecting two winners of best pictures on our award shows. We also
or
use it to pick lunches.
or lists. Remember when we made a list of the best camp or buildings on the University of Montana campus?
Pooping.
Especially
Pooping.
for pooping. God, why when we did that bracket, I know that we needed like 16 seeds, but why was Ludwig even an option for our lunch that
We did
day?
the last three or four. We were throwing darts. We were
There's
never
like
gonna eat
there's like
Ludwig for
one seed
lunch
pizza, 16 seed Ludwig.
over pizza. Yeah,
one
didn't
seed
make it.
one seed tacos, 16 seed corned beef and cabbage.
Heroes
Where
was
were
a
we gonna
four
find
seed,
that? It
if I
was a
remember
4.
right.
It beat pizza in the finals.
Maybe Iceland in the film will experience a similar
Ice
upset.
Iceland is a 4 seed. That's right. Iceland is the Ludwig of the bracket.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Where
No,
they
that's
eat it.
better. It's better than that. Oh,
They
Iceland's
probably eat
got to
that
be
food
like
there.
an 8. Iceland's probably like as far as countries go, like a 8 or 9 seed. It's beautiful. It's small. It's easy. What's like an 8 or 9 seed food?
For lunch, probably like spaghetti and meatballs. Something
That's
heavy.
not bad. I was gonna say like barbecue brisket or something.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah, burnt ends. Mmm. You love a good
Hmm.
burnt end.
I also love a good. This is a
Movie.
movie.
We love movies.
This is a good movie on the podcast.
And speaking of, I got some questions for you.
Oh yeah, and like a okay, I'm ready. I'll answer them.
Like a what? Like,
I'm ready.
oh, you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, First question: do you like Adam McKay?
I do. I know a lot of people think he's derisive or makes bad movies. I never saw The Joker. That wasn't him. That was Todd Phillips. They're kind of the same guy. I like Adam McKay. I think he's an interesting case of evolved from pure comedies to pretty high level Hollywood studio dramas with his comedic edge. Still, I think I like Adam McKay.
Yeah,
Twice
because
I like.
Todd Phillips went Hangover to like Joker, but Adam McKay was like Step Brothers to The Big Short.
Yeah, yeah,
Did he? Oh no, that's Alexander Payne. I was gonna say, didn't he do Downsizing?
yeah. And he's much more of a true artist, pure artist at heart.
The Holdovers.
Haven't seen it. I think I
Haven't.
would love it. I love Alexander Payne.
I
I
heard
love
it's a Christmas
Election. I love
film.
Nebraska. It's a Christmassy movie. Yeah,
Nebraska filmed in Billings.
sure was. In Billings takes place in.
Next question for you after our little diversion there. Do you like?
Well, you asked a question.
I did. Don't you remember what it was?
Yeah, well, it's not like a diversion.
Oh, I know. We just kind of it wasn't flowing one question to the next. We were just talking. We're just bros.
What's the next question? Maybe I'll find a way to flow it a little easier.
Next question. Do you like the international song competition Eurovision?
Okay. Yeah, I can't flow that. I was not really super aware of it until this year. I know that's where ABBA got a lot of as portrayed in this film.
Yep.
Got a lot of their early shine, if you will. It seems like a cool idea. It seems like we stole American Idol's kind of thing.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, cool. But like in an Olympic sort of format, I like.
Yeah. I think I learned about them in 2020 from like a clip on TikTok or something by a
Well, that's when
group
the
called
film came out too.
yeah, by a group called Dow Freyer singing a song Think About Things, and I was like, this is weird, but I love it. So
Wasn't
I'm pretty
the
fresh to it. 2021 maybe.
what what does a fox say guy? Was he a
I don't
any
know.
European act you can assume
Probably.
came from this competition?
And my last question. This one might seem a little off topic, but I promise you it's on topic. Uh, do you like serving cunt?
I love it.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm in that sort of mood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm
Well,
just like, yeah, out of my way, flamethrowers out. I'm serving cunt.
well, if you and do you like Euros? Fourth question.
Love Euros. Best
Yeah.
meal to this day I've ever had was a Euro in Los Angeles.
Haven't you eaten at like some like Michelin starred restaurants, or is that just your mom?
I think that might be just my mom. Yeah, I don't think I've ever eaten at a Michelin starred restaurant. I've eaten in some fancy pants restaurants, but this Euro was in like a bad part of Los Angeles. I mean, there are no real amazing parts. Besides some areas, I guess those areas are amazing,
Like,
but it was just so good. Yeah, it was in the Riverside district. Great.
was it like a little food
Still dream about it.
cart food truck thing,
No,
or was it actual
it was
restaurant?
it was built in an old firehouse, so there was like a fucking hole in there,
And
and
that's where
there's
they
like
shaped
girls
the meat.
dancing on it, and
Oh
yeah,
shit. they the girls shave the meat with their bodies as they go up and down the
it was
pole.
crazy.
It's an
They were the
experience.
kebabs.
Oh. Well, if you answered yes to liking Adam McKay, the International Song Competition Eurovision, Serving Cunt, or Euros, you've come to the right place. This is the good, the bad, and the movies,
The films, oh, movies,
the pictures, the the
the
the
moving pictures
the the cinematic moving motion pictures.
is
Rolls
the
right off the
art.
tongue. I'm Brandon. Sitting across the screen from me.
Hey, what up, Brandon? It's me. It's Lucas. You know me. It's me. Sometimes I'm Mongo the movie cat, as I'm known sometimes
I
online.
forgot about Mongo the movie.
Yeah, sometimes I'm known as Mongo the movie cat. It's one of my online personas. I got a lot of online personas.
Gobnard.
Um, Gobnard, the reason. But mostly in real life, I've got one persona, and that's the movie guy.
That's Lucas.
That's me, the movie guy.
I've
Well, I
got
mean,
news.
I've got some toes in other pools of interest, but
10 toes to be exact.
10 toes in 10 different pools. But I have my movie hat on. Lucky for you, Brandon.
Which toe is
Unlucky
that?
for our audience. That's the big left toe.
Wow. It's a big
Yeah,
one then.
it sits in the director's chair.
I've got some news for you all. An update on Seth. He is saying that he's going to basically be in a Devon role now, where he will only occasionally be on as a guest. So,
Well, that's okay. He's got a life that has absences in it that this podcast wasn't filling, I guess.
it's weird. The last episode that he was on of Jack Frost, after we were done, because you had to leave early, we finished, and he goes, God, I fucking love doing this podcast every week. He never came
He's
back.
got yeah.
It was
Isn't that is
a shadow of a farewell to us.
well, we wish him luck on his mental and his romantic and
Music.
his musical, his creative, his financial, all of his journeys. We wish him well. And I
Yeah.
mean, he'll be back and he's still in the group chat. And I would hope that he's on more often than Devin, even
Yeah.
in this capacity. 'Cause
I
he knows
told
that
him
that guy.
I told him there are a couple that he needs to be on, and that was The Tempest, because you guys made the deal with Space
Yeah.
Chimps 2 and The Tempest. Dollman
What the
versus
fuck?
Demonic Toys as a sequel. and he has to be on Dougal. Like, we can't do Dougal
Yeah.
without him. So
Yeah, I think maybe we can work those around some available dates he's best at, so he doesn't dip out early or
yeah,
dip out announced.
with one of
But
his 10 toes
his
into a
10
different
toes.
pool.
But maybe this also opens the door for Robert, who never responded to your message, I guess.
Yeah, again. So, um,
Again, he's a guy who has to be challenged.
so that was our update, and let's get into
What
this
else? What other
movie.
housekeeping we got going on here?
I think that was about
What's the
it.
status of our advent calendar
For Christmas season coming up.
that we were gonna sell? Yeah.
It's going good. The timeline's looking good. I have 10 more months to get it done, and I'm
Okay.
right on track. We've
And then
decided the rule for January that we needed to do was decide that we are doing an advent calendar. So we're there. We're good.
all right, next month we just have to meet at some point virtually.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll discuss further.
Okay, perfect. Next month you'll hear an update on the advent
Any
calendar.
ideas on how our subscription model? We talked about that. Like users can buy into different tiers of subscription and earn different access points to our show
Patreons and whatnot. Yeah, now that Devin and Seth aren't gone, let's monetize on this so we get the biggest dividends.
That's right. I think tier 1, you get like a high five. Tier 2, you can get like a webcam with 24/7 27 20-7 access
Yeah.
to our lives, like a little parrot on our shoulder. We admit 4 hours we get to do whatever we want in those 4 hours. That's probably when I'll be urinating, taking my break during that.
we give you access 12/7. Those 12 hours are from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. Most of
9
it'll
p.m.
be
to 9
sleeping,
a.m.
but
Yeah,
that's okay.
I wake up quite a bit though, so you're getting an action-packed one.
Yeah, you woke up last night. You had an idea while pooping.
I did.
A golf-based film.
We might have to again. We say this on a weekly basis, but I might have to get the writer's block podcast cranking again to work through some of these ideas because I had a golf action movie the first of its kind.
That's good. And I think that's the rest of our updates. So, advent calendar, subscription services, Seth gone. Let's get into a movie.
I'm in.
This week we watched from 2020 a COVID film, Eurovision Song Contest: The Story of Fire Saga. And before we get into it, I'm not drinking a beer. I got a Coke from Mooyah Burgers and Fries.
Gesundheit.
I didn't sneeze.
Oh, Mooyah.
Mooyah, like moo, like a cow, and then ya. Mooyah.
Is this a chain?
Yes, it's very similar to a Five Guys model.
Oh, interesting. I would check that out. I got nothing. I've eaten a lot. We went on a Costco run yesterday. So I've been stuffing myself like a
Did you get a chicken bake?
pig. No. Alex vetoed the half the joy of the Costco run is going for a little treat in the food court afterwards, and she said no.
Wow.
We gotta go.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry.
Just a peek into my domestic life.
Your domestic life. Well, we with drinks done, we did Eurovision.
Is it a COVID movie? When did it come out? What day?
It's a COVID movie.
I believe you, but confirm the day it was released.
I'm going to confirm the day here. You ramble about COVID.
A lot of people think it wasn't real COVID. Myself among them. Just joking. I had COVID, I think twice at this point, maybe a third time. COVID was real. It almost killed my uncle. He didn't have a vaccine during the original round. But thank goodness Uncle Kurt's still with us.
Are you ready for a release date?
Please.
June 26, 2020.
So have square in the COVID. This is 2-3 months after Rudy Gobert touched those microphones.
Correct. And this movie came on a recommendation from my mom. Shout out to my mom.
Oh,
She's
Karen.
unemployed.
Oh,
To my unemployed mother. Actually, she told me today she just today signed an offer letter for a new job. So, but she's been jobless for over a month.
wow. Um, Fight the good fight, Karen.
Yeah.
How's her recommendations can be dicey, I will say that. Some
Because what have
stuff
we done to this
is
point? Drop
great.
Dead Fred.
Bad. Drop Dead Fred was well, that was what I was gonna
Pretty
lead up
good.
to, but a bad point. Also, as a lot of her family, her sisters and them are to known, they're a fan of Bon Jovi,
Yes.
which I think is bad. I think it's bad music. Um, at this point,
He's
yeah,
not a cowboy, so
obviously, which offends me as a cowboy adjacent fellow.
yeah. So, recommendation on my mom. Let's get into it. Our
Who directed it?
director, David Dobkin.
I saw that
And
when the credits roll. I saw that he was the director.
when I looked through things, he's done things like Clay Pigeons, Shanghai Nights, Wedding Crashers,
Like that.
Fred Claus.
No, don't like that. You like that?
No,
No.
The Change Up
Jason Bateman, something
and
like
Ryan
that.
Reynolds. Yeah, Pee in
Yeah,
a Fountain and Switch Lives. He did The Judge, the
don't know
Robert
that.
Downey Jr. Robert Duvall one, that where
Don't
Duvall
know
got
that one.
nominated for an Oscar. And then aside from that, just a shit ton of music videos and two people or a band and a person way above the rest of them for the number of times he worked with them. Tupac and Maroon 5.
He's Tupac and Maroon 5. He's a fan of the numbers. Maroon
Oh, yeah,
5.
you're right. Yeah.
Interesting.
Tupac.
I love Tupac. I hate Maroon 5. A lot
The
of his
Songs
movies
About
I
Jane's a
like.
good album.
We've long disagreed on this as well. I think any and all they have one good song, and everything after Harder to Breathe has been bad.
I was wondering what you were going to say was the good song. Harder to Breathe rocks.
Yeah, and that's because it's a band playing a rock song. Everything else is not. They have yet to release another good song soon.
The opening song on their opening album is the
I
one
liked it. They had me for a second,
for 3.5. So
and then
210 seconds they had you and then gone.
for the next 25 years, yeah.
Writer is Will Ferrell.
That's a nobody. It's
Everybody knows him
interesting.
as an actor.
Yeah, what has he written? He has written a lot. He's a comedian, a sketch comedian by training. What has he written, Brandon?
Everything that he's written, he's also acted in. So like A Night at the Roxbury,
SNL
Anchorman,
sketch
Legend of
original.
Ron Burgundy 1 and 2,
Okay, probably co-writer on
uh,
that.
Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
I would guess a lot of those he was the co-writer on though.
Yeah, probably.
Is it? And he's the
Uh,
sole writer on this.
no, he's a co-writer.
Oh, never mind.
Step Brothers. He did
Because I think
that.
he probably would have to be credited as a writer for how much improv he does, I would guess.
Sure. He also is the writer of that, like it's a short, but I've mostly seen on YouTube called The Landlord, where like the baby's like, "Give me my fucking money," and he's like standing at the door. Do you know that?
Don't know that one.
You don't know that?
Don't know that one.
And then he's also the writer of the video "Pimps Don't Cry," a spinoff from uh the other guys.
Okay, I know he's also
Pimps don't cry.
a pretty big producer, Will
Yes,
Ferrell.
he sure
I think
is.
he's even has produced a lot of interesting serious work as of late too.
Yeah, he has.
I think he was like a producer on fucking Women Talking or some shit like that.
He was, I believe. Yeah.
Go Will Ferrell.
Um, the other writers, Harper Steele, written 11 episodes of Welcome Freshman, 2 episodes of the Nickelodeon animated show Doug, um, She wrote The Ladies' Man. She wrote 6 episodes of The Spoils of Babylon and has been a credited writer on 249 episodes of Saturday Night Live.
So lackey. Why'd you say Adam McKay? Is he a producer on this as well?
He was one of the executive producers.
Okay, so this probably marks one of the last times Will Ferrell and Adam McKay worked together
Mm-hmm.
because they had a big giant fallout pretty soon after this, where they
Oh, I
don't
didn't know
speak to each
that.
other anymore. Yeah, they don't get along anymore. I think it was over the Winning Time show, the HBO. I think there was a big to do about that.
What show?
The Lakers Showtime
Oh,
show.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I think they
Yeah.
had a big giant fight about that. And I also think there was something like they got in a big fight about the producers because Will Ferrell's assistant was like, "You don't produce any like
Lead.
female anything." Yeah, and then he's like, "You're right. I should do that." And Adam McKay was kind of like, "Gross."
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Will
A
Ferrell,
little
big
inside
basketball
Hollywood
fan.
from your guy. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the cast. Yeah. You got Will Ferrell, a nobody.
Remember when he introduced was it the Chicago Bulls that one time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
A woman in this, Rachel McAdams.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Has worked with Will Ferrell before, I think, maybe.
I don't know if that's true.
I said maybe.
You've also got Dan Stevens, Michael Persbrandt,
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan.
Former James Bond actor, Brandon.
Correct. I knew that.
Sometimes the viewers don't. They always remember Roger Moore, but oftentimes Pierce Brosnan goes unchecked.
Yeah, Roger Moore is the big name.
He's
Timothy
the blonde
Dalton.
one, right?
Yeah.
One of them
If
was blonde.
if
One of them
people remember him
suckers.
most, it's Roger Moore first, then Timothy Dalton too. Sean Connery way at the bottom. Pierce Brosnan
Daniel
way at the
Craig.
bottom.
Yeah.
Sean Connery. You've also got Olafur Dari Olafsson. There's a stupid name.
That's a
Too
Iceland
many
name, yeah.
Olafs. Melissanthi Mahout. Joy Johansson. And small role in there for Demi Lovato.
I'm not a fan of personally.
She's a good singer, though.
They're a good singer.
That's right.
Do they subscribe to the
Patreon?
pronoun?
They're not on our Patreon, no.
Demi Lovato is not, no.
So that's why we're not a fan.
Hell of a couple years they had there. Lovato did.
Mm-hmm. With the heroin, yeah.
With the heroin and the gender and the almost dying and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big work. But that's a cast.
then he has a chance. Yeah.
And a plot.
Give me a plot. Yeah.
When aspiring musicians Lars and Sigrid are given the opportunity to represent their country at the world's biggest song competition, Iceland, they finally have a chance to prove that any dream worth having is a dream worth fighting for.
Wow. Very inspirational there at the end of the plot.
Yeah.
Well, that's
it's an inspirational
Europe.
movie.
That's Iceland for you. Yeah. I think a lot of Ferrellian comedies can be classified as inspirational at the end of it all. Is that his worldview?
Probably
Will
not
Ferrell's
Anchorman,
worldview?
but
That was at the end of Anchorman.
oh no, you're right, because he overcomes being kicked out of the newscast and then makes his way all the way back and wins the girl again.
That's what I'm saying. I think Will Ferrell, as a filmmaker, even if he's not the lead creative voice, is a fundamentally optimistic man. He wins. Doesn't he win the race at the end of Talladega of Ricky Bobby?
Yes, he does, and then he shares the kiss with
the Frenchman. Yeah, with
the
Sacha Baron
Frenchman.
Cohen.
And then is accepting of that he didn't actually win because he got out of the car and John C. Reilly gets to win. Step Brothers, the big song at the end.
They have a ultimate dual reunion / creative masterpiece. I think
Redemption
that often gets lost with Ferrell's worldview is that he's a fundamentally optimistic, inspirational figure.
Damn, he's not just a funny guy.
No, that's his modus of giving you that inspiration.
Dang. Well, good word there too. Yeah. So there's our plot,
Inspiration.
and I've got a shit ton of history for you.
Oh, you got to go to the bathroom?
The shit is coming. The shit is coming. No, there's
Deep
like a
facts.
poop ball.
Is it? It's my favorite office.
You've got so much poop on you right now. I watched that clip from movie 43 today again.
That's great.
I suck
One of my
dicks. I
least favorite
suck
movies.
dicks.
What's is the history all related to the actual competition?
First half actual competition, second half film. So
Give me it. Give me that
all right.
first half first. How about?
Wow, switching it up. First half first, we're gonna go the Eurovision Song Contest, often simply known as Eurovision or by its initialism ESC, is an international song competition organized annually by the European Broadcasting Union. Each participating country submits an original song to be performed live and transmitted to national broadcasters via the Eurovision and Euro radio networks, with competing countries then casting votes for other countries' songs to determine a winner. Based on the San Remo Music Festival held in Italy since 1951, Eurovision has been held annually since 1956, making it the longest running annual international televised music competition and one of the world's longest running television programs. As of 2023, 52 countries have participated at least once. Each participating broadcaster sends one original song of 3 minutes or less to be performed live by a singer or group of up to 6 people, no younger than 16 years. Each country
That's the
awards.
Michael Jackson.
That's the clause, yeah. Each country awards 1 through 8, 10, and 12 points to their 10 favorite songs, with the song receiving the most points declared the winner. Originally consisting of a single evening event, the contest has now expanded as new countries have joined, including countries outside of Europe such as Israel and Australia, leading to the introduction of relegation procedures in the 90s before the creation of the semifinals in the 2000s. As of 2023, Germany has competed more times than any other country, having participated in all but one edition, while Ireland and Sweden both hold the record for the most victories with 7 wins each in total. Traditionally held in the country.
Swedish, right?
Correct. Traditionally held in the country which won the preceding year's event, the contest provides an opportunity to promote the host country and city as a tourist destination. Thousands of spectators attend each year, along with journalists who cover all the aspects of the contest, including rehearsals and venue, press conferences with the competing acts, in addition to other related events and performances within the host city.
Like a F1 for singing type deal almost. Seems like you would love
World
this,
Cup.
like the real deal, yeah.
Oh my god, I would so love this. That would be so cool to
But
go
it's
to.
too early to get up and watch for us oftentimes.
Yeah, I would have to be there. Do
Follow
you want to
along.
hear some
Interesting
history
stuff.
about the film?
Hit me.
I wanted to throw that first bit in there because
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
No, it's
son.
interesting. It's interesting stuff, Father. Yeah.
Eurovision Song Contest: The Story of Fire Saga is a 2020 American musical romantic comedy film. Originally intended to have a May 2020 release to coincide with the 65th edition of the Eurovision Song Contest in Rotterdam, Netherlands. The event was canceled for the first time in its history due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and the film's release was pushed back to late June of 2020. Will Ferrell's interest in the Eurovision Song Contest began when his Swedish wife, Viveka Paulin, took him to her cousin's house in May of 1999, and the family turned the competition on. Since then, he's kept following it. In 2014, he traveled to Copenhagen, Denmark to watch the finale of the Eurovision Song Contest 2014, in which Conchita Wurst was crowned the winner. The movie itself has received mixed reviews from critics, who praised the original music but criticized the screenplay and runtime, but was favorably received by many Eurovision fans. Yeah, 2 hours and 3 minutes for a Will Ferrell comedy.
For a Will Ferrell comedy. I mean, he stretches them
a little bit, but
he's not
over
like
2 hours.
Golden Age Sandler. He usually goes around there.
I think he's like a 145. Sandler's like no more than 135.
Sandler's in and out.
Yeah.
What's Step Brothers?
Let's check Step Brothers.
The sort of All-time
Daddy.
feral comedy.
All-time feral comedy, Step Brothers, an hour 38.
Wow. Okay.
So,
Color me corrected.
oh, I got outside of the lines, coloring you corrected. So that is our history. Now, this is a Netflix original film, so I do not have box office data for you.
It was
However,
COVID anyways, but yeah.
that's true as well. I was able to find a budget for you,
I
so
bet.
can you guess
The dime?
the time signature?
4-4?
No,
Usually 4-4. What's the time signature?
7-8. 1 2 1 2
Goofy.
1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3.
It's
You
not
were a
that
drummer,
goofy,
you
I
know
guess.
7-8.
I hated it. I hated anything that wasn't 4-4.
You're gonna have to read this piece of sheet music. It's in 16/7 time signature.
Hated that shit. All I know is 4-4. That's what kicks inside me innately.
You know, I mean that. I guess that is true, but you know 3/4. You can do 3/4.
A little waltz.
Yeah.
I could waltz it out. But I'm such a good dancer and lover.
You make love in 3/4 time.
Yeah, 1 2
1 2
1.
3 1 2 3 1 2
Yeah.
3.
All the other dancers on the floor are like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah. What's the okay?
As
So
you're
a budget.
serving cunt.
As
Yeah.
I'm serving the cunt. This looked like it was money, and then there was songs that you said were original. So I'll say people said the $25 million comedy was dead. So I think this cost $30 million.
Not a bad guess. 35 million.
I was pretty close, Brandon.
I think the 35 is kind of the new norm that I'm seeing a lot, especially
For
on here
comedies,
for like just like a standard, rom-com or
a
something
streamer.
like that. But when I read it, I was like, that makes complete sense. But watching the film, I was like, wow, some of these locations are great. Some of the like the camera
Yes.
work and some of the
That's a lot
things
of
were
money.
like real good. Yeah, costumes, sets. So, but
Sometimes we
35
forget.
mil.
If I got paid $35 million, I would try like really hard to do a good job.
Yeah. Like you said, what would you rather have, a $50,000 car or to make a movie with $50,000 with your buds?
The latter every time, exactly. Give that shot of creative energy.
What about here? What about a $1 trillion car? Or you get $1 trillion
$1 trillion
to make a movie with your
car.
friends.
Right, I picked the movie, Brand.
Okay,
with a $1
wow.
trillion car.
No.
What does that do?
It cures the world hunger. I don't know.
Better. My movie, I'd probably have to do some Hollywood accounting, make like a little low budget rom com, and cost $1 trillion.
I was gonna say, I don't know how happy people would be if they found out you made a movie with $1 trillion. You'd have to give some of that out.
Shailene Woodley and
and Olivia Munn, all of Aaron Rodgers' exes.
Completely set in a cul-de-sac.
That's it. Yeah, there's no set pieces at all. Just only Olivia Munn and Shailene Woodley, two actresses, no extras.
And they're just talking about menopause. That's my movie.
That's good. And then a zombie attack, and they must use their golf skills.
Oh man, I can write this.
So 35 million. Unfortunately, I don't have the data. It was COVID year, so everybody was just at home streaming. This had to
Netflix. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
You talk. I'm gonna get my sip of Diet Dr. Pepper in my body.
In his body, it's gonna go right up inside him. I was gonna do taglines, but now we have to wait because he's gone, and there's only one. So, instead, we are going to talk about nothing at all. No, we should talk about menopause. Shailene Woodley, Olivia Munn, they're probably quite a ways, especially Shailene. I don't know Olivia Munn's age, but menopause is a real problem. And you need to be careful because everybody's like, oh, you just do the hormone replacement, like the estrogen stuff. Not everybody can do that. If you got
No,
histories of like breast
no,
cancer,
you're wrong.
you're screwed.
You just got to eat some clay to build that immunity in your receptors. So
The clay
taglines.
calms you down because it turns you into Clay Aiken, and then you're a homosexual man.
Claykin. Claykin.
Claykin. Taglines, only one.
For Eurovision. Okay, let me guess it. This is harder than I thought.
Can you guess the line?
Is the tagline singing into your heart?
No, it's not.
What is it?
Nobody wins solo.
Okay.
Double entendre.
Oh yeah, like you sing and then you solo.
Yeah.
Means nobody else.
Yes.
Every singer's dream.
That's good.
It's that's what a solo is. And the tagline for this movie. Good job, Lucas.
This could be this maybe not a tagline, but maybe like a critic review or something, and it would be like, people are singing its praises, or you'll be singing its praises.
That's a tagline. You can
Yeah.
say that. Yeah, good job. Pretty
I'm gonna
serious for
sing.
the Will Ferrell one for us today.
I know, right? What's a stupid one we could say?
See, Desmodi.
It's more Swedish than Icelandic. I was gonna be like, incest? Maybe.
Probably.
Probably.
They do have an app in Iceland. It's their most famous fact that for dating, they have to sign into this app that checks their genealogy because half the island's related to each other.
Is that actually true? I didn't know that.
Yeah, like 49% of the island is related or something.
That's nuts.
There's less than 200,000 people there.
I know, like that. I know, like they have this volcano that's been erupting for like decades, and
Where
also their
Bjork came
language
from.
is the hardest to learn.
That and Welsh. I think Welsh is pretty crazy too.
Like even the South African click language is easier than some of these, which is stupid to think about because you're like when we saw
They don't have
Nexau.
words. Yeah. Oh, Nexau's cool. I haven't.
No, you got to
him
say
in
it
class
correct.
lately. Nexau.
Nexau, with the exclamation point. I saw that. And I was like, what? How do I say this? What do I do?
The kids. I've been showing him more and more. The kids. Yeah.
So those are some good taglines. Fire in Iceland.
Fax Saga.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's fact time. Fact Saga.
Saga. I think I change the pronunciation every time.
What about data or data?
Facta.
No. How do you say data?
I say
or
data.
What about
I say data?
pecan?
Pecan.
You say pecan, not pecan or pecan or pecan.
Okay, it's
what about
pecans? Yeah.
What about caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
See, I'm a caramel guy.
You say.
Although I say salted caramel.
Fact or fucked?
Fact or fucked? That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Eurovision Song of Fire and Facts. What's the name of this movie?
Eurovision Song Contest: The Story of Fire Saga. The Story of Fact Saga.
Dumbass. Eurovision Song Contest: The Story of Fact Saga.
I don't know. I like fact or fucked.
Fact or fucked.
Fact or fucked. Well, it's sounding kind of Scottish.
Fact or fucked.
Rachel McFactums. Will Factal. No, I like fact or fucked.
Fact or fucked.
Fact or fucked.
I wouldn't do you like that.
Yeah, I'm so proud that you didn't flip me off again.
I've turned a new leaf. I've accepted Buddha into my life again. For the 8th or 9th time.
You've turned a new leaf,
Whenever, very very good. Whenever I get caught committing something heinous, or downright evil, then I can let Buddha back into my life and my problems are solved.
Okay. He doesn't always live with you. Just when you admit to something evil.
Or heinous.
Or heinous. Or anus.
Or anus.
All right. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 facts for you.
That's good. That's I mean that's 7 new bits of knowledge I may not have known. So Brandon, thank you for your gift of knowledge.
Oh, Buddha's coming out right now, huh?
Yes,
And I'm
yes.
going to let you pick 1 through 6. Which one do you want to hear
Oh,
first?
what a funnity. I'll go with number 4, please.
Number 4, director David Dobkin was so impressed by the self-tape of Milan van Wielden, he was immediately cast as the 21st Century Viking without further auditions. He claimed it was the fastest casting of the whole project.
He had a little bit of an it factor to him.
Yeah, when he started singing, I was like, "This guy rocks." I'm digging 21st Century Viking.
That is the thing that this movie can always lean on is sometimes awesome music can pervade bad filmmaking. Which this
Or
guy's not necessarily a bad filmmaker, but yeah.
or bad writing maybe. But yeah, so I liked that. I thought he was awesome. Next, 1, 2, 3, 5, or 6, my good sir.
Ooh, again with the nicety. I'll go backwards. Let's go number 6.
Number 6, the popular song in the film "Jaja Ding Dong" is
Yeah, yeah.
likely an homage to successful Eurovision songs that use simple, nonsense, and onomatopoeic lyrics. Most likely because it's easier for people all across Europe to sing along, no matter what the language. Previous examples include Ding a Dong from Netherlands, that won in 1975.
And that sounds like a direct correlation, yeah.
Yeah, Boom Bang a Bang from the United Kingdom by Lulu, that joint won in 1969, and La 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 in Spain. So there have been plenty of them that just,
I mean, I've
yeah,
heard
onomatopoeia.
there's this Italian guy I've heard too who wrote this song in the 70s. He's like, it's just gonna sound like a American pop song and it's gonna be gibberish, but then it became a #1 hit.
And his name is Mario!
His name is Mario.
Mario Luigi!
His name is Mario Luigi, and that song was Sweet Child of Mine. Gibberish.
Sweet Child of Mine is not gibberish.
And it takes a map to understand that song.
Axl Rose. Fun fact, largest range of any vocal performer.
But not highest note hit.
Correct. Just the largest range.
That
Remember
would
when you
be
were
Mariah Carey.
remember when you were Snapchat me trivia all the time like that?
Oh, I should go back to that. That was fun.
What was one that you what is two adjacent states that have the furthest distance between state capitals? That was a
Oh, I
good
didn't
one.
remember that one. Yeah.
I think it was Texas and New Mexico. Cuz
Texas is pretty big.
I think I said Montana, North Dakota, because Bismarck to Helen is a long fucking
That is a
way.
long ways.
So that's a good one. All right, you've taken out 4 and 6. You got 1, 2, 3, 5.
I'll go backwards again. Let's go number 1.
Number 1, to prep for the film, Will Ferrell attended the 2018 Eurovision Song Contest in Lisbon, Portugal, as part of the Swedish delegation and was given access to follow the show from start to finish, including all of the rehearsals.
As an admitted fan, he probably enjoyed the process.
Also, Will Ferrell likes to sing in his movies a lot. Like this, he sings
Yeah,
at the end of Step Brothers. He sings
he's a
in all
musical
the
guy.
Anchormans. Yeah,
That I think that may be too born out of his like stage theater
sure.
sketch comedy tradition. That's a right spot for it as
Yeah,
well. So it all builds.
yeah. 2, 3, or 5.
I'll keep going backwards. I'll do number 3.
Number 3. You keep saying going backwards, and then you go forward or backward. I have no clue.
From the previous iteration of the
Okay. I see what you're saying.
the previous, yeah.
Despite playing a singer, Rachel McAdams does not perform her character singing. Her character's vocals are actually performed by Swedish singer Molly Sandén, who was part of the Junior Eurovision Song Contest from 2006, the Melodifestivalen Festival from 2009, and Melodifestivalen Festival in 2016. Now, she did do
A
a lot of her
Eurovision
singing, but they were then
dubs
re-recorded with or
because
mixed with her stuff.
she was bad at singing. Yeah,
I don't think she's probably bad, but she wasn't absolutely slaying that
good.
final song. Oh my god.
Yeah, she's not a good singer by any stretch.
And your last pick, 2 or 5?
I'll keep going backwards. Let's go 5.
Number 5, Lars running in a hamster wheel during the act in the semifinal is an homage to the Ukrainian entry in 2014, a song called TikTok, sung by Maria Yaremchuk, which came 5th. Props, staging, costumes, and dancing are as big of a part of Eurovision entries as the songs themselves. So that she did this hamster wheel shit that was seen in the film.
She did. That makes sense. It seems like a lot of the jokes are little inside jokes for Eurovision fans.
Sure. And that's why maybe critics panned it a lot, or like some people didn't like it, but Eurovision fans loved it.
Yeah. And then let's finish it backwards. Let's go number 2.
Number 2. The film features 13 appearances from past Eurovision contestants.
Let's hear some of them.
John Lundvik from Sweden 2019, Anna Odobescu from Moldova 2019, Bilal Hassani, France 2019, Loreen, the winner for Sweden in 2012, Jesse Matador, France 2010, Alexander Rybak, winner for Norway in 2009, and again representative in 2018, Jamala, the winner for Ukraine in 2016, Alina Nechavieva from Estonia 2018, Conchita Wurst, winner for Austria in 2014, Neda Barzilay, winner for Israel in 2018, and Salvador Sobral, winner for Portugal in 2017. So a lot of winners.
A lot of winners called back. Probably, the biggest production this company put on outside of the contest. Good to have a little Hall of Fame of some of your heroes.
Yep. And then my last fact is nominations.
Let's finish it. Let's keep going backwards. Let's finish at number 7.
Okay. I'm going to look for non-specific, like this one says Bruin Film Festival.
I know that was a big one. Are you saving that for last?
The big one I'm saving for last. Critics' Choice Awards, Best Song, Husavik, My Hometown. It was just a nominee. The Gold Derby Awards, Original Song nominee, again for Husavik. Guild of Music Supervisor Awards, Best Music Supervision for a film budgeted over $25 million.
The most lauded of all the songs?
Probably, yeah.
Because sometimes they have to like pick one.
Correct. Although, like 1994, Lion King had 3 noms in there: Circle of Life, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, and Hakuna Matata, which is bold. You were like cranking your back.
Oh, it's been sore all weekend.
And did you just pop it?
No.
Oh,
injured it actually.
Which is crazy because it's bold to send 3 noms in because then it could split the votes, you know. But
it's fine. Yeah.
But Hakuna Matata still won. At the Grammys, it was nominated for Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media.
That's the big one too, folks.
That's not the big one. Hugo Awards. No, I'm good without that. Kids' Choice Awards, favorite movie actor Will Ferrell will always be there. No Golden Schmoes. Motion Picture Sound Editors, winner for sound editing in a feature musical. People's Choice Award, favorite comedy movie starring Will Ferrell, and favorite comedy movie. And the big one, an Oscar.
An Oscar?
An Oscar. It was nominated for Best Achievement in Music Written for Motion Pictures for the song Husavik.
That's the thing about the Oscars is they can recognize bits of a movie, not sometimes all of the movie.
And I'm going back because it was only nominated. I want to see what the winner for Best Song was.
It was like demonstrably the worst Oscar year in the history of the award.
Probably.
the least amount of films released, least amount of good films
The
released.
least competitive. The other nominees were Speak Now from One Night in Miami by Leslie Odom Jr. and Sam Smith. Uh, from The Life Ahead, a song called Low Sigh by Diane Warren. This one, there was Hear My Voice from The Trial of the Chicago 7 by Daniel Pemberton, which I fucking loved. The Trial of Chicago 7. I thought that film was
I haven't seen. Is that
amazing.
Sorky?
That's Sorky.
And
And
what
it
is our
feels
winner?
Sorky. And the winner, Fight for You by her from Judas and the Black Messiah.
Bad movie here.
Do you remember that? And this was like a Seth move that they pulled that year at the Oscars, because it was basically virtual. There were a couple people in the crowd and whatnot, but they did Best Picture second to last.
I don't remember. What did you last? Like Best Director?
So they did Best Actor because it was supposed to go to
Supposed to be.
Chadwick Boseman for
Yeah,
Ma
and then
Rainey's
Anthony
Black
Hopkins.
Bottom, and because he died, and everybody's like, "Oh, Chadwick Boseman's gonna win it." He's at least one of the front runners, and then honor him because he's dead. But then Sir Anthony Hopkins got it, and he's up there like on stage. It was supposed to be like this grand send off,
Yeah.
and Sir Anthony Hopkins got it instead. But yeah, Nomadland won that year.
Yeah. I know.
That was
Not
a
a
good
bad
film.
movie, but yeah, you know.
Yeah. So that is going to end it with our Fact or Foct.
And then what should we have what's Miss Kidman get up to this week?
Oh man, she
Like
is
have
from
her play chess or
Australia.
something?
She's just playing chess.
I think so.
She's
No,
outside the stadium playing chess.
she's
I was gonna put her in that hamster wheel and just make her run.
yeah,
She's in the hamster wheel, but when it's not on
she's been in
stage
a
as a
hamster
show
wheel
thing,
before.
she's powering the whole stadium for
We've had
Eurovision.
her do this before. Not for
We have
Eurovision,
not.
but she's been in a hamster wheel because I've remember her eating pellets and drinking the hamster water.
Oh, no. We did put her in a hamster cage. Shit. Damn
So I
it.
think maybe we let her play the banjo and she can like hit a hi-hat with her left foot.
She's like one man banding it out there.
Yeah.
And of course she's playing the bagpipes too. Bagpipe, banjo, and a hi-hat with her left foot.
Yeah, you can do it all.
Yeah.
One hand for each. This trio
but
of instruments.
she's only playing that one song that the bagpipes play at like a funeral, but then banjoing over the top and just fucking smacking the hi-hat like crazy.
Yeah. She's taps in it. Taps. So
And next up after
organic.
her is just Keith Urban. He's gonna sing one of his songs.
He'd love to be at Eurovision and ruin that.
You gotta vote. Those are the only two contestants this year. It's Keith Urban just singing one of his songs,
Definitely Nicole.
or Nicole doing the banjo bagpipe hi-hat.
It's called One Kid Man Band.
Oh shit, that's good. That's super good, Lucas.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Movie.
The man in the band. It's a movie. So with that, let's get into the movie. Sick.
That's good. That was good. Juicy. Juices going. That was good. Juicy by Big.
That's what I was just about to say.
And you're like, that's dumb.
You know very well who you are.
I don't get to teach my hip hop class anymore.
You don't get to?
They fired me.
Really?
No. The semester I have to choose a new elective. So I'm doing debate. I get to do debate this semester.
Nice. So
it's only going to be showing the first take.
Choose?
Yeah, we'll have to be able to they have to connect to the standards of whatever thing you're certified to teach. So I was able to gamify it.
So you're just showing him first take every morning? You're just gonna watch Skip and Shannon go at it every morning and Stephen A.
Yeah,
Smith.
a library of it. Yeah.
Not bad. I would join that elective. Except I was a nerd and did all honors classes and choir and German, so I didn't have any free electives,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah. They all get some elective choices basically. Have a tiny mission.
Does does Alex have an elective class?
Yeah, she does. She did creative writing, and now she's doing current events. I mean, no, that's backwards. She was doing current events. Now she's doing.
Hmm. I thought current events was not like a separate class. I thought she just did it from time to time in her
No, that's not a core.
classes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just her elective. She's been done before.
So now what's her elective coming up?
Creative writing.
Oh, because it's this semester now.
Yeah. All
Hmm. Interesting.
right.
So we're going tomorrow.
I'm down with that.
And you're off. I'm off. I can go basically at any time. So,
Yeah, but I get home at like 4, so I'll be fine.
oh, okay. So it'll only be another evening. Got it.
Cool, cool, cool.
Okay.
Peace, brother.
Pete Pimp.